Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers for September 22nd to October 3rd, 2025 reveal Kane Ashby's, Billy Flynn, cutting ties, and Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, returns to Genoa City. Young and the Restless spoilers, Kane Ashby cuts ties and Jill Abbott's return. On Monday, September 22nd, Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, Phil's Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, in about his meeting with Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes. Mariah asked Daniel to look after Tessa Porter and Aurea Porter Copeland while she's gone to Boston. Daniel mentioned that it sounded like Mariah might not come back. Tessa then tells Daniel that Mariah confessed to trying to kill an old dude. Daniel wants to know if it was self-defense. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, is yelling at Kane about how Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Michael Baldwin, Christian Jules LeBlanc, are still on the team, but Billy was cut. Phyllis hurls some insults and Kane tells Billy he's too emotional, which Billy roves by storming out. On Kane's orders, Michael tries to sway Billy to stop his temper tantrum and focus on Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, and the good things in his life. Billy, of course, won't be swayed and says Kane will find out what's coming because he's made an enemy out of Billy. Young and the Restless spoilers, Beth Maitland returns as Tracy Abbott. Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, shows up, and Michael and Tracy discuss Kane's return and Billy's downward spiral. Tessa tells Daniel she thinks Ian Ward's Ray Wise return set Mariah off. The way Mariah described what happened with the old guy didn't seem like self-defense to Tessa, it seemed like an attack. Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, who loves Mariah, wants to get to the bottom of this and tells Daniel she's going to find answers. Daniel offers to help, so he will join her. Phyllis tells Kane it was a smart move to get rid of Billy. She gets excited when Kane asks her out to dinner. He does ask if she and Michael made up. They seem flirty, but that might just be Kane being Kane while Phyllis seems to be swooning a little. They head over to Society and run into Michael and Tracy. Michael leaves, and Kane follows him out to ask if he handled the Billy problem. Tracy is shocked to learn Kane is Dumas. They were close before he left 6 years ago, with a bit of a flirtation going on. Young and the Restless spoilers, Jack brings Tracy up to speed. Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, tells Tracy that Kane has changed a lot. He also tells Tracy that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, is back to risk-taking and is planning to join forces with Kane. Jack says Billy is turning his back on everybody and is out of control. Later, Tracy and Phyllis rehash the whole Martin Laurent, Christopher Cousins, ordeal, talking about how they both still have nightmares about it. Tracy and Phyllis are bonding. They also discuss the book Tracy is writing about it. Kane joins them and has a chat with Tracy. Phyllis doesn't like this because Kane and Tracy once had an attraction. It looks like Phyllis wants Kane all to herself. Billy runs over to the Abbott mansion to see Jack and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, saying he wants to make a deal. Billy asks Jack to help him take down Kane, stating he needs to be stopped because of his AI program, or he'll take over every company and everybody. Young and the Restless midweek spoilers, business and personal turmoil. On Tuesday, September 23rd, Sally tells Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, that things have crashed and burned with Abbott.com. Billy blew everything up before it ever got off the ground. Sally and Audra Charles ponder their next moves, needing jobs and something to focus on. Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, gets an intriguing invitation. Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, asks Claire to go to LA with him. He needs to sell some real estate there for Kane. Afterward, he's packing up his stuff and completely relocating to Genoa City. Claire might consider going, but Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, won't like that. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, gives Kyle some advice on Tuesday, likely telling him to back off and let Claire breathe before she walks away from him for good. Wednesday, September 24th, Lauren Fenmore, Tracy Bregman, gets very firm with her hubby Michael on Young and the Restless. Lauren isn't a fool and knows Michael is fibbing and hiding something. She's worried he's gone back to Victor Newman, Eric Braden. It's unclear how much Michael will tell her, but he's likely not working for Victor directly, but rather for Kane and spying for Victor. None of it sounds good. Young and the Restless spoilers, late week spoilers, deals, secrets, and returns. Jack and Diane try to rein Billy in, possibly wanting him to slow down on his Kane revenge plot. Kyle talks to his dad, Jack, looking annoyed, likely about Claire and her potential trip to LA. Audra is in Kyle's face, pushing his buttons on Wednesday. On Thursday, September 25th, Victor comes to Kane with an offer he can't refuse, asking if he's in or out. Kane says he'll think about it, but Victor insists that if he doesn't agree before he walks off the train, the deal is over. Victor wants Damien to use his AI to take down Jabot. Jack has an ace up his sleeve, some kind of secret weapon. Jess Walton is back as Jill, and it's wondered if Jack is the one who brings Jill back to town to deal with her fake son Kane and her real son Billy, getting them to stop causing problems for Jack and everyone else. Billy forces Sally's hand on Y&R. Billy is pressing Sally, and she's forced to make a hard choice late next week, possibly deciding she's done with him. On Friday, September 26th, Victor considers a truce with Jack and Nikki Newman. Melody Thomas Scott gets some shocking news. If they make a truce, that will obviously shock her. Alternatively, it could be Claire telling her she's going to LA with Holden. Kane cuts off one of his allies. He's already gotten rid of Billy, so who's next? Perhaps Michael, if Kane realizes he's spying. Young and the Restless October spoilers, major decisions and new faces. The week of September 29th through October 3rd, Kane makes a big decision. He has to deal with Victor Deal, Billy looking for revenge, and Jill returning to town. Victor and Jack may play nice, but it's unlikely to last long. Sally needs to move forward with her life, needing a job and a man she can rely on. Billy has messed up in both departments, so they may be done. Kyle fears the worst if Claire takes Holden up on his offer to go to LA. Kyle may assume he has lost Claire, and if he does, Audra might get her claws back into him. Michael has to deal with Lauren's wrath and suspicions. She is not happy at all. Young and the Restless spoilers, huge casting updates. More wedding planning is ahead as Christine Cricket Blair, Laura Lee Bell, and Danny Romolotti's Michael Damien wedding is in October. Jill returns to clean up the mess her sons have made of Genoa City. Phyllis is trying to get Kane to warm up to her. Tamara Braun and Roger Howarth are debuting in their new Y&R roles in October, though their air dates aren't set yet. Matt Cohen, playing a cop in LA, has an air date. All three of them were big characters on General Hospital. And Tamara Braun played two characters. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.